What up?
Hello again. Delayed reaction. Fuck it, we're gonna cut it anyway. Alright, so what are you doing today, Dennis?
Cool. So we're gonna talk about this. Well, I was gonna say little, but it's not that little actually. It's called the TFV8 Cloud Beast. Interesting little thing from Smok. Honestly, really good on cloud production, really good on flavor. So what we're going to do is literally put in some new coils in for you guys, just to show you how easy it is really. And hopefully we'll be testing a new mod as well.
Hopefully, yes.
Hopefully.
Stay tuned.
Yeah.
Now, a couple of interesting things about the TFV8. It's been on for a while. It's been on since almost a year now.
I think it's
Maybe more.
I think it's a bit longer, yeah.
Yeah. It got massive good reviews. Everyone talks wonders about these things, but we, trying to be different, we're not going to talk wonders about this. We're going to talk about the good things, and we're going to talk about the bad things that people don't mention.
Oh,
Yeah.
one thing I have to mention, sorry. He was actually really kind enough to buy me one for my birthday.
Yeah.
I was really chuffed with
I'm a
it.
cheap bastard. Yeah.
To be fair, I think how much were well, it's like 20 odd quid for one of these. I think.
Yeah, well, when they came out, they were at I paid 40 for this,
teacher.
yeah. And then I was kind enough to get, because I'm picky with colors, I wanted to have a blue one.
He lost blue.
Yeah, but I got the black one. Yeah, I got the black one. We're still gonna have a discussion if this is blue or green.
Well, you guys can actually, do you know what? The camera is actually quite deceiving because it's showing as blue, but you know what? When you see it in person, it doesn't look blue. No.
It's turquoise.
So he says, anyway.
Yeah. Coming back to this, so I got the black one for Dennis, and he immediately broke it as soon as it got off the box. Immediately.
Well, I didn't break it.
You
got
broke
the actual glass like chipped just slightly, but it's still perfectly.
Interesting enough, even though I have this for almost a year now, I still have the original box.
Awesome.
Yep, as you can see. And I got all the goodies that come with it. Tool bag, extra O-rings, and an extra tank. And this is what saved.
That's what saved me.
Yeah. So we're gonna disassemble it. We're gonna do a little bit of a close-up video, so we're gonna cut and then go back into when it's a bit close-up. We're gonna show you the things that I see that are a big problem,
Yep.
which are the rubbers.
Oh yeah,
And
the O-rings, yeah.
Wicking it.
Yeah, that's a biggie.
Yeah, because this thing, if it's not wicked properly, it leaks, and it leaks
And
non-stop.
it leaks, yeah. Honestly, that's the first issue I came across. It's like, oh, I loved it. Smoke was amazing. Clouds were amazing. Sorry. The whole experience was amazing, but when it came to like literally when you put the liquid in, oh, it just leaked constantly. Especially if you just like tip it for just a minute, it would just start leaking on the table or whatever. It was
Yeah, it's
really
not a good one
bad.
to have in your pockets. Well, but
Definitely not.
like with all RTAs, it has a sweet spot. Once you find the sweet spot, it's a learning curve. You cannot use this. It's not like a one size fits all. You cannot use the same coils and wicking method on this one as you use on the Zeus or on any other RTAs. They all have their sweet spot, and what works for one might not work for the other ones.
Agreed.
Which I've noticed that the way I wick this, if I do it on my Zeus, it will be horrible.
Yeah.
So you have to take your time. It's a learning curve. You have to take your time doing it. This is why, although this is good and almost quite good for beginners, I would say, I don't advise having this as a first tank.
No.
Because,
Well, probably for a little bit more experience.
well, in a way, this comes with 3 coils actually.
Yes, it does. Yeah.
It comes with the V8 coil, the V4 coil.
Yeah.
They're shaped in piston shapes, like car engines. The coils on their own, that if you attach them, don't. They all come faulty. All of them come faulty. Yeah.
They are terrible.
And that's why they leak, because they have a sealant, an O-ring sealant, and the wires come out of it, and that's where it starts leaking out.
Yeah.
But if you go with the RBA, what they call the RBA version, which is the ones you can actually build your own coils, it becomes complicated. So it comes down to that give or take.
Preference thing.
Not just preference. It's the way I see it is, oh, you're gonna use pre-made coils that you buy so you don't have to have the the learning curve of learning how to make your own coils.
Yeah.
You buy them and they leak because they're all faulty.
Yeah.
So then you're forced to use the RBI,
Yeah.
and then you're forced to learn, and you don't know how to make coils, so you just end up not using it.
Yeah.
It's as simple as.
That's what's happened to be honest.
That's because you're shameful.
That too. I don't really care about his feelings, so. But no, honestly, I just kind of got. He managed to find its sweet spot. I still haven't, so I've kind of like disregarded it really. I know it's shameful to say, but it's the truth.
Yeah.
But once you do find its sweet spot,
It is a good.
Oh, yeah.
It is a really good mod. Not mod. Atomizer. RTA.
RTA.
So many skills.
Yeah.
Right, so we'll get back to you in a bit. Alright, there you have it. A little close-up of the TFV8. As you can see it.
I love the color.
Yeah, the color is actually really good. The way it operates is you literally flip this out, and as you can see, you will put the liquid in this little slot. Don't put it in the center. Right? And it will fill in the tank. Let's start disassembling it.
Yeah, let's
Do you wanna do the documentary, the voiceover?
the voiceover. Alright.
Do it like David Attenborough.
I'll try. I'll give it a go. So, he is unscrewing the top.
Yeah, so this was not up. You're horrible at this, Dennis. So the tank comes out. You take all of this out. Okay. Now, the interesting aspects is if you tighten this part here, it separates from this part. So if you tighten it too much, you'll actually unscrew this part here, and that's what we don't want.
No.
Right. So we unscrew this bit. And it reveals the posts. As you can see, the posts are really small, so you can't put like big fat coils on this.
No macros.
Yeah, no transformer coils, no braided coils, no double Claptons, no nothing.
Straight nichrome or Canthar.
Yeah. Oh, we can actually put Claptons here, normal Claptons.
Oh, have you done it?
Yeah, that's the ones I use as a coil of choice.
Oh, sweet.
So, but today we're gonna be using the basic as standard as you can get, nichrome. Little, just 7 wraps of nichrome, and we're gonna show you how this is done. So, Dennis, let me know once I start getting out of focus.
I think you are.
Okay. This is where you say like, oh, technical difficulties. There you go.
Nice. Just move it further away.
It's the other focus here. This camera.
There we go.
There you go. Perfecto.
Wonderful.
So, first things first, we're gonna put it on the side. I'm gonna sneeze. Sorry for that.
No, it's not.
No, not that. So first, we're gonna make sure that the coil is actually quite in line, because if it goes too out, it will, when you unscrew this bit, it will touch it and it'll short circuit.
And
if you have an unregulated mod, boom!
Boom!
So we're gonna do several cuts on this actually. So first of all, we're just gonna just get clear of most of it, and then we're gonna put little tools that come with it. Actually, it comes with this little nice X key, and what we're gonna do is you put the first one in, and the small one. You just literally, this is the trick. You just tighten it out. And once you tighten it out, then you go in and grab the other leg and put it down on the other post. That's a trick that I do. It just makes it a little bit easier.
Yeah.
If you find it too hard because you put it too much in, as I did, and I'm assuming that at this point you have your coil master. You should just grab a set of tweezers and just yank it or force it away in. There you go, see?
Nice. Sweet.
Now you just tighten on the other side. Don't tighten it permanently because we're gonna have a lot of adjustments on it. It's all focus again, isn't it?
Just a tad. Oh, it's alright. I think the viewers can still see it.
Alright, so as you can see it's all wobbly. But we'll adjust this later. So first things first, we're gonna cut the ends. Make it nice and flush. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna use the jig from the coil master that we used to create this, to make this coil.
To adjust it.
So you just put it in. And there you go. As you can see, nice and centered, and you can actually adjust how high you want it. And then you do the final squeezes, tightening of screws.
Oh, that's very important, by the way. Make sure you tighten your screws.
Yeah, because you don't want this to short circuit.
Yeah, exactly.
Now this is a dual coil, so we're gonna do the second one. We're gonna cut it as well.
Oop. For a second I thought it flew on me.
And then just give it a little bit of an opening. Put it on your top posts. I always start the bottom ones first and then go to the top, because it's easier, way easier.
It looks easier. I'm guessing if you start from the top, it's really hard to get the bottom one in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it starts getting stuck on the other wire.
Yeah.
Okay. It's the same principle. You got little tweezers and you just force it in. It's temperamental. There you go. Again, autofocus there. Ah, nice.
Sweet.
There you go. Tighten it out. Same principle, grab this. So the idea that we want is to have them at the same height.
Mm-hmm. Well, just so you're aware, guys, this is nichrome wire with 7 wraps. This is Pedro's ideal build for this specific atomizer. So we'll see how it produces, eh?
Yeah. I would prefer to have a Clapton in here,
Okay.
but I ran out of Clapton wire.
Ah.
And one of the downsides of Clapton, it's good for flavoring, it's good for clouds, but it gunks. If you use sweet flavors, it gunks so quick, and then, especially on a TFV8, you start seeing when it gets assembled, let's assume that this is the thing, you're gonna start seeing like a little brown burned liquid,
like deposit.
yeah, coming out of it.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
That's
not good, and it just ruins the flavor. Now what we're gonna do after this is we're gonna screw this in place.
Nice and easy. Sweet.
Now make sure that this is properly tight to the base, because it will prevent leakage. Because if it's not tightened properly, if you can see from the air vents, it will start leaking from here on the inside and from here. It's going to be hard to see.
Oh, there you go. Right there. No.
So now you're gonna grab, this is the really important bit, you grab your bottom of the RTA and you put on your ohms reader, you turn it on and it will say 0.16, 17, 16. It will vary if you tighten this properly.
But that's pretty much what you're trying to aim for.
Okay, so now we're ready to wick this bastard, and with this one we're gonna use cotton bacon.
Okay.
Actually, you're not ready to wick, we're being noobs!
As per usual.
We're gonna do a big mistake here. We need to prime these.
Of course we
coils.
do.
So
where's the ceramic tweezers?
yeah, we're gonna use the VaporStorm,
which we reviewed and showed you guys earlier.
so we're gonna put the mod, the top in, squeeze it up a little bit. Oh, we didn't detect the coil. Oh, so actually, it did detect the coil.
Ah, there we go.
There you go. We were lucky because the previous coil had exactly the same water, yeah, ohms. So this is what we're gonna do. Let's pull out my ceramic tweezers, and if you look at it, it's nice and focused.
Nice.
You'll see that the wires are all not in line. So what we're gonna do is, a rule of thumb, we increase this to 30. Okay. And then we're gonna keep it a couple of hours. Don't do it all in one go. Just give it impulses, as you can see. The idea is to get the red coming in from the inside. And why isn't this one going in? I'm worried.
Just give it a bit of a squish.
There you go. Now both of them are going. Alright, so now what you do is, this is the patient bit. While you're pressing it, you want to adjust.
It's not really focusing.
Oh, sorry man.
There we go. That's better.
So you're just gonna pull and squeeze just to make sure that the heating comes from the middle.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be perfect. You don't. You can be pedantic and be perfect on this. It will help to get it as even as possible.
As long as it's going from inside out, that's the main thing.
I'm happy with this. It's not perfect, but solid. Alright, let's focus it again.
Well, we are noobs.
Yeah, that defeats the entire purpose of the channel if you just show
Perfection.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's focus on this a little bit. Focus.
And we are noobs on autofocusing.
There you go.
There we go. Nice.
See this getting red. See? There you go.
Inside out. Perfect.
Now we're gonna do is we're gonna wick this.
Good luck.
So give me the bacon.
Give me the bacon.
Give me the bacon. Alright, so I'm gonna use just a little tiny bit of cotton. So again, from your coil master, you get your tweezers.
Scissors.
Good point. And we usually do a little bit of a measure. I'll just cut in half. Come on. Right, so then you just roll it. It's like rolling a ciggy.
Yeah, literally.
Until it gets really tight, and then what you're gonna do is, this is gonna be the complicated bit. You're gonna try and get the cotton inside your coil without burning yourself. Usually, because I'm not getting burned, I usually just use the tweezers and I just pull it out just a little bit, and then I like unroll it on the opposite side. Then I just cut it, and the way I cut this is, you see that the rubber around it is literally the measurement that we want to cut it. Oh, I'm not focusing. Then we do the same on the other side. Okay, now we're gonna do this bit here. Same procedure. Just roll it. Usually what I do as well is just cut the tip. Same thing, it goes in. Not focused again. There you go. screws. You give it a couple of tugs on each side, just to make sure it's tight but not too tight.
Give it a good tug.
Yeah, then same principle. Some people like to cut it on a circle, some people don't. I honestly don't. Now, this is personal preference, but I do recommend everyone doing this, which is fluffing out the cotton. By fluffing out, is you grab your tweezers and you literally just do this. Brush it, and as you can see, cotton starts coming out. So you put your fingers in here. By the way, do this when the coils are cool. Don't do them when they're hot, and you literally just fluff it out. You see that the cotton will start getting thinner. I always fluff it out top to bottom and then bottom to the top. And once you're happy with the result, on a TFV8 you're gonna have to put them in these holes here, and I'll show you here on the side. So this focuses. See, in here, this is where the liquid will come from the tank, and these holes here is where the cotton will go. So you literally just grab the cotton and just shove it in. Now, with the TFV8, and this is the part where it gets finicky, if you put too much cotton, it comes out from the wells, and that causes leakage. So don't ever do that. So put as minimal cotton as possible. So let me just now finish fluffing these ones out.
Yeah, because I remember you made a build once and you said that you put too much cotton in and it just leaked everywhere, didn't it?
Yeah.
Lesson learned.
Yeah, well, this is one of the things with all RTAs and all tank-based atomizers is it's a learning curve. You have to learn how to work with them. Some will leak, some will not leak, some will shoot the hot liquid into your mouth.
Yeah. Zeus.
Yeah. You're never gonna hear me. You're never gonna see the hand of this. Again, this is not aiming for perfection because it's just for a demonstration. Some people do take their time fluffing their cotton. And then again, put it in. You don't want it to get out from here. Alright, so
Sweet.
there you go. It's ready to go. Now we're just gonna screw the top back in because we're gonna prime this.
This is very important, by the way, guys.
Yeah.
Priming your coils and your cotton is very important.
Now, what flavor are we gonna use today, Dennis?
I think it's up to you, my friend, since you built the RTA ready for us to vape on. So.
Yeah, so we're gonna go with the flavor that we know.
Good.
Which is gonna be the 12 Monkeys Kanzi.
Awesome.
Alright, so the 12 Monkeys Kanzi is watermelon, kiwi, and strawberry. Quite tropical. So what we do is we're just gonna pour some liquid into the cotton. See if it focuses.
Focus, god damn it.
It won't focus because it's detecting the top of it. Oh,
Oh, there we go.
yeah, see? Awesome. Right in your face. So, as you can see, you're just gonna put the liquid in and it will start soaking it up immediately.
Oh yeah, this cotton's just awesome.
Well, the difference between the premium cotton bacon, this is premium, is what they call it, isn't it?
Prime.
Prime. Is that they say it's 30% more absorbent,
Oh, awesome.
and I have to admit, you do notice it. So you prime it, and then now it's the moment of truth. You put the tank, and then you're gonna screw this bit. I'll take the tank off. This screws onto this, and this is what holds the tank in place. Now, TFV8, this is something that it's a big point of criticism for me. Is like, I'm gonna start tightening it up. You want it tight so it doesn't leak, so you're gonna most likely make the mistake of tightening it
too much.
and see what's happening with the rubber.
Yeah, it's starting to squish the O-ring.
Yeah, it's bulging.
Yeah.
So you can have that, but if you don't tighten too much, it will leak. So the idea is tighten just until it stops. And the way I do it is I grab the mouthpiece and I grab the tank and I rotate both. Right, now what we do is we're gonna close the airflow. You can see the airflow is completely closed. It is already detecting the coil, new coil, 0.28, which is a little bit high, but then again it's nichrome. If you get like this level of discrepancies, 23, it's never a bad idea to put it back onto your ohms reader.
Just double check.
Just double check, because we don't want anything to go wrong. Now, because I primed the nichrome already, it affected its resistance.
That's also true.
And that's why it's going to increase. As you can see, it went from 0.16 to 0.28. Alright, so place aside, we're going to put this in here. Old coil, new coil. Alright, we're good to go. Now we're going to fill up the tank. Just putting it here and then squeezing, you'll be able to see the liquid coming in. See? And this will be good enough. Now you let it rest for a bit, you'll see some bubbles coming from here.
Oh yeah. Bubbly, bubbly.
And it's good to go. Let's give it a couple of tries. Right, so we're done, we finished. As you can see, look, bubbles.
Bubbly.
Bubble, it's coming out, yay!
Yeah.
Alright, cool. You gonna make the honors, Mr. Dennis?
Oh, I don't know.
Make sure you increase that to a decent
Yep.
wattage.
Gonna put it up to 70. Let's give it a go, eh?
Oh, the air is closed.
Boo. Dude. Oh god. Noob stuff, eh?
Look at that.
Cloud production, flavor. Oh, awesome, honestly.
Good density. Yeah, it is a 70 watt. It's like a 70 watt cloud.
Literally, what, a couple of seconds pull?
Single coils,
Yep.
single nichrome coils. Like it's two coils, but they're singly like made easily.
Yep.
And it's just
Well, it's all about the wicking. You see how Pedro wicked it? If you do that with your coils and your build, sorry, honestly, you'll make a big difference.
Now the interesting bit. Moment of truth.
Does it drip? So far, so good.
See? Not a single drip.
Fantastic.
There you go. The TFV8 for you. It's good. If you want to try something with a good flavor production, with a good cloud production,
Yeah.
and if you don't mind the finicky, I don't know how long we'll be filming this, making the coils and wicking it and stuff.
Probably like 15 minutes.
15
max.
minutes, but we are doing this as a tutorial. Like
Yeah.
you get experience. I can prep this this RTA in less than 5 minutes, and the way it is, it will last you for easily 2 weeks if you vape constantly.
Yeah.
Now, if you use dessert flavors or stuff that will gunk up your coils, you'll notice a difference. You'll start losing the flavor, and you start seeing the brown liquid coming out of the wells. The downside with this is you don't know when your coils are going to be gunked. You can open it and look at it, but it's going to be really hard for you to see, oh, my coils are gunked. So it's one of those, flavor starts going down the drain. Even if your tank is full, you're going to lose what's in the tank to clean it up and then see how the coils are.
Yeah, that's a bad thing.
I'm going to show you a couple of them that they were there before. I'm going to go dumpster diving.
He's just got dirty tissues in there. Don't know what he's been doing.
Several tissues and a computer. Suspicious.
Very. Let's just not go there.
Yeah. Just not go there at all.
Dude.
Yeah. This is absolutely disgusting. But there you go, I found one.
Awesome.
Alright, see if you can get this to focus.
It's focusing really well on us. Maybe just bring it back a little bit. There we go.
See, there you go. This is the coil that was in there.
As you can see, it is
gunked.
pretty
And
much.
you don't want to see the color of that the cotton came in.
Oh no.
So you kind of think, oh, these are my lungs. Interesting enough. Well, I tried to get some air back. I do vape this one on the on the TFV8 at 100 watts usually.
Really?
Yeah, I'll go a bit crazy with it.
I've noticed as well that you've actually put a 510 drip tip on there.
Yeah. Unlike most people, this is just a personal preference. A lot of people have
I.e. me.
yeah, no, not just you. White bore tips. They're like, and they sit like really flush to the mouthpiece. I generally don't like it because in my opinion, I think it takes the flavor a little bit out. Or you can also try a metal meshed one, but we're gonna go through these later.
Yeah, but I've noticed as well, like using the narrow tip makes a big difference with, especially with this one. It just condenses the flavour and the cloud really well.
I noticed that for myself. I make better clouds if I use a thinner, taller mouthpiece. Let's give it a go again.
Intense flavour.
Like, the flavor is just amazing.
Yeah. If you're chasing flavour, honestly, this is definitely my
and
suggestion.
Kanzi,
Yeah.
all the way. Now we're gonna be reviewing later the new version, the Kanzi Ice. Comes with cotton.
I wish.
It comes with menthol. Now, my personal opinion is menthol gunks up coils and it's a no-go.
Agreed.
I've always had bad experiences with menthol, but that one is a surprise.
Really? I've not tried it yet, so it'll be a surprise to me too, hopefully.
Yeah. Alright, so there you have it, the TFV8. Any final words, Dennis?
No, the only thing I gotta say is our pizza's getting cold, so
Yes.
exactly. I think it's time to end it now. That's about it, guys.
Can I give it a go?
No, I'm enjoying this. I'm truly enjoying this.
I made this, alright?
Hey, sharing is caring. Sorry.
I was not waiting for